Yo, what's good? I am Don Benjamin, and you're watching CampusSports.net.
That's a no-no, don't be jealous. That's a no-no, don't be jealous. Why you gotta be jealous? With all these girls around, ain't no need to be jealous.
Hi, I'm Dave Osco for CampusSports.net. Today we're here in Westwood, California on the campus of UCLA for the Matt Barnes versus Snoop Dogg Celebrity Flag Football game for Athletes versus Cancer. We're going to be interviewing Don Benjamin, who's a model and actor who's on his way up, and we'll do that right after this.
You're watching Time Out on CampusSports.net.
All right, CampusSports.net. I am here with one of Minnesota's own, the great Don Benjamin,
I had to
representing. I had to rep Philly,
You already
as you
know.
know.
I already
So
know.
you just played in the celebrity football game for Matt Barnes and Snoop Dogg for Athletes versus Cancer.
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with any cancer
Yeah,
situations
man.
in
Actually,
your life?
my grandpa died
grandpa?
of cancer. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
lung
close to
cancer.
home.
So, yup.
Now, what advice would you give people that are dealing with that stuff?
Man, I mean, I was a child, so I didn't really get to face it too much. My mom kind of kept me secluded from it, but you know, it's just kind of like I've dealt with people that have fought it and won, and then unfortunately my grandpa
Right.
didn't win. But I mean, I think it's just all about like keeping a positive spirit and just trying to stay as positive around them as possible, and not really show your grief.
Right.
Because it's already so much harder, you know what I'm saying, with them dealing with it, and they want to be strong for you. So
Yep.
I know every time we'd go and we'd cry, like my grandpa would be like, stop crying, like
Right.
I want to be fine. So
I know with my aunt, like our whole thing was we knew we were going to lose her regardless, so we just wanted to make her as comfortable as
Yeah,
possible,
yeah.
and kind of just spend as much time with her as we could.
Yeah.
So, but let's talk about positive stuff like football
Yeah.
and playing out there with a bunch of celebs. Now, a lot of the guys you played with tonight, have you met them before? Or were there
Yep,
some people
yep.
you just met tonight for the first
yeah, a
time?
lot of the basketball players I've met a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's it like going up against them?
Man, they're so tall. You know what I'm saying? I was playing defense, so I
Right.
was like, let me just at least try to press on them. But they're so big, it's crazy.
Yeah. Now, who out on the field today do you admire and kind of look up to in terms of how they carry themselves in their career?
Well, Matt Barnes carries himself really well. I know,
Yeah.
like on the court, he, you know what I'm saying, he talks mess, but he's a great guy off the court, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, he carries himself well. He does a lot of positive things. A lot of the ball players that he put together, John Wall is a good kid. It's so crazy because like I feel younger and I look at these cats, but really they're like young kids. I'm like
Right.
pushing 30, so. But I'm like, yeah, man. But they're carrying themselves well. They're doing these charity events.
Yeah.
They're not getting themselves into too much trouble.
Right.
So yeah, man.
Now, you a college football fan? Are you a college sports fan?
A little bit, man. I don't get to catch it as much as
Like the Gophers.
Yeah,
Minnesota,
but I am a
obviously.
Gophers fan. Yeah.
All right. Now, for people that are in school and are trying to reach their dreams, you've had a really amazing career, especially the last few years, coming up in the modeling world and starting to do a lot of acting. What advice would you give people trying to kind of reach their dreams?
Definitely don't get caught up in the partying because, you know what I'm saying, as a young kid, you want to party and all these girls, but
Right.
it's all going to be there once you get successful. You know, when I was younger, I wasn't focused so much on what I needed to focus on. I was so much in partying, and it definitely took some years off of me
Yeah.
getting to where I needed to get. Luckily, I straightened up, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, halfway through and switched it up. But if I was younger and I knew, like, let me just focus on what I need to focus on,
Yep.
and the girls and the partying will be there,
Yeah.
you definitely get there a lot faster.
Well, no, and it happened the way for you it was supposed to happen, and you're
Yeah,
doing great
for
now.
sure.
So.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of girls tend to like you a little bit.
Yeah.
So, how do you deal with all that attention?
Man, I can't like fathom what's going on still. Like it's still so weird to me when girls are like coming up to me shaking and stuff. Like I'm still like,
Right.
I feel like a regular person, so it doesn't like register to me. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just pick and choose. You know, it's like a big platter, a buffet, and I'm like, you know, it's like I have whatever I want. I'm like, let me pick carefully. What will my mother want me to
Choose
pick?
carefully.
You know what I'm saying?
All
But,
right.
Yeah, man. It's,
Now,
it's
now,
cool.
people in your line of work that are trying to have a relationship in Hollywood or in the entertainment industry, what advice would you give them?
Oh man, definitely don't get caught up in the gossip. Don't get caught up in the negativity that could happen in the industry. You know, people get to talking and rumors start, and definitely just stay out of that. Just keep a positive light. You know, I try to always like be positive, and no matter how tired I am or whatever, like I try to take pictures with fans, or
Right.
I try to like, if I try to reply to fans, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, because we're regular people too, and a lot of celebrities get so caught up in their self and in the fame that they let it change like who they are as
Right.
a person. So that's the biggest thing I think for me.
Well, you're doing a good job. I see you handle yourself, and I'm proud to be your friend and see you handle it all very,
Man,
very well.
appreciate
So,
that.
all right, right now I'm going to put you in the timeout penalty box. I'm
Okay.
going to ask you some questions. You just answer as quickly as possible.
All right.
All right. Favorite color?
Green.
Favorite athlete of all time?
Ooh, Randy Moss. Or no, Michael Jordan. Randy Moss is my favorite football player. Michael
Okay.
Jordan is my favorite athlete of all
Favorite
time.
athlete? Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? At the moment, Southpaw.
And if you could be anything besides a model and an actor, what would you want to be?
I want to be in the NBA. I wanted to go to the league.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would you want to play? What position?
Shooting guard.
Shooting guard?
Yeah.
All right. And what's your favorite shoe of all time?
My favorite shoe of all time
Yep.
is the Jordan 12s.
The Jordan 12s?
Yeah.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Dave Osco. This has been a CampusSports.net timeout. This is Don Benjamin. You can follow him at
It's Don Benjamin. Everything, all social media at It's Don Benjamin.
And I'm Dave O'Philly. We'll see you next time. Thanks.